Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am at Quinit Boxing Studio with the lovely Cat.
Hello, hi, I'm Cat.
Here's the deal, you guys. I wanted to start this series where I try out different movement classes, different things to try to, get you excited about doing it. If you see me do it, maybe you'll be okay to do it too. So that's what we're doing here today. Kat's gonna take me through a full boxing class and let's just get started. So Kat is going to be wrapping my hands while I ask her a couple of questions. First off, why do we wrap our hands?
Mostly for wrist and knuckle protection. Those are the two major things that you want to protect in boxing. You take a lot of impact with your wrist, especially when you hit the bag, when you're hitting pads. It is really hard on the wrist. You want to make sure it's nice and secure and keeps yourself straight. You don't want any bent wrists going on.
Yeah, that happened to me once. I've only boxed a couple of times. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw like my whole boxing moment like last year. But I hit a pad too hard, and I think because my wrist was all floppy, I hadn't wrapped my hands. I messed my wrist up for months.
You didn't have your hands wrapped in your gloves?
Yeah.
That is the reason why we wrap our hands. And then we want to focus on the knuckles as well. The knuckles take a lot of damage. Flip your hands over. The knuckles take a lot of damage too, as well, because that's rubbing against the glove. My knuckles are very conditioned, so at this point, I can just hit the bag raw and I don't really feel it.
She's a beast.
7 years later, you just really get yourself into it.
So you've been boxing for 7 years then?
Yeah, I've been doing this for 7 years.
How did you start?
I started when I was 16. I did ballet for 13 years before boxing.
No way!
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god!
I had the whole point shoe situation going on.
Stop! Are your toes so messed up?
My feet are just messed up from boxing now in general.
Okay.
Everything, ballet to boxing, you're just using your feet, and my feet are just what are we doing?
My toenails have never been the same.
Funniest thing was I drove by a boxing ring one day, and the boxing room was right next to the window. And my mom, I was 16, so I was sitting in the passenger seat, and I just look at this ring, and I go, it was at the end of my ballet career. Ballet was really hard on the mental, having thick thighs since I was born, and then going into ballet where everyone is so thin and petite, it was really hard on me at 16. You really get hard on yourself. And yeah, so I saw this boxing ring, and I was like, I want to do that. Whatever that is, I want to do. I want to fight. I want to do that. I had this it's it found me, and I just had this calling to the ring.
Were people in the ring?
Nobody was in the ring. I just looked at the ring, and I was it was just the ropes. It was just this whole setting, and I was just oh, I want to do that. I want to fight, and it just was the anger in me. So yeah, I put a lot of focus on the knuckles as well. There's padding on your knuckles. You'll feel it.
Yeah, I saw that. I've actually never had that done to me before.
That's
padding.
Yeah, it's a very fighter way of doing it. My coach taught me how to do that a couple years ago.
Okay.
And it is just the extra padding on those knuckles that you need, especially as a fighter. There's all different variations of how to wrap your hands. It's a whole thing. This probably isn't even perfect myself, but
yeah. Well, I'm a absolute beginner boxer, so I think just wrapping my hands in general is better.
Make a fist. Yeah, there's that little pattern right
here.
And it's so secure.
Watch me go! Okay.
Ready? You just got wrapped and you're yeah!
But part of the reason I wanted to make this video is because when I wanted to try boxing, I was kind of nervous because I felt and I understand it is such a serious sport, but I felt like I wasn't allowed to be trying it. Do you know what I mean? I felt with my pink wraps and my pink gloves, I couldn't come in and have fun and respect the sport, but at the same time not be interested in pursuing it at a full-time thing.
It's difficult going into a gym as a woman, I think. It's difficult going into a boxing gym as a woman.
Yeah.
There's this sense of something that you always have to prove.
Yeah.
And prove that you belong here, prove that you're tough enough to be here, prove that you want to learn and not take this take this all the way to becoming a professional boxer.
Right.
I think there's a lot of judgment, especially around old school kind of style coaching. It would be if you're not taking this seriously, then what's the point of doing it?
Right.
No, when I found boxing, it was a huge release for me. I was 16 and I was and I just came from ballet. I'm not a natural athlete. I didn't start off doing soccer, basketball. I was horrible at that. I'm not athletic. I wasn't athletic, and I am now. And this is the most crazy thing is that you just find what you love and you stick with it, and that is just what makes the difference. You put your work in, you put your effort in, and that is what makes the difference. And even if you're not willing to go pro, you can still love boxing.
Yeah.
You should. It is such a release. It is so much fun. It is like so empowering, especially as a woman. And I encourage it. I was 16 when I started, so I was a youth too. And it really gave me that release as a young kid. And it made me feel like I had a purpose. It made me really feel like this is what I do. And I loved it. Yeah.
Well, and the first time that I came in here and actually got to be like in here in the ring, and I was like, just like doing little combos, I guess. I don't know.
On the pound pads?
Yeah. I felt so cool, and I was like, yes, yes, yes.
It makes you want to come back and do it again. And that's so wonderful. You should want to come back and do it again. I want to keep encouraging folks to do that. You should, and it doesn't have to be a hard thing. You don't have to hate it. Like, you can love it and do it. And
Let's get started. Kat has like a big day planned for me, so you guys are gonna come along and watch me sweat my ass off, basically. So let's do it. Okay, so first things first, skipping.
Skipping, always. This is the first thing that boxers do. They take out the ropes and they do a couple of rounds just to warm up. There are alternatives to warming up, but this is like this is boxing. This is part of it. You know, it's the agility of it. It's the movement of it. It's going to get your rope and you're going to start skipping up and down. Yeah.
I can only do it like this. Like I can't do the like 1-2 foot. Like look at how, oh, ow. I'm so much worse than you.
But this is it. Like, this is when I'm starting off with clients. Like, you mess up a lot. You're going to get caught a lot. That's okay, right?
I'm learning.
You're learning.
Here we go. And
so eventually you would want to learn weight distribution in your feet. And that's like the side to side that I'm kind of doing.
You know what I mean? Then I start skipping like a preschooler. Oh, I wonder if I can double. No. I wonder if I can do a cross. Oh, I can do a cross.
Go.
Oh, okay, I got the cross, not bad.
Stuff. Can you do high knees?
I don't know. I look great.
We're gonna start off with finding our stance. A good trick I like to do is if you have your feet together, you're gonna step with are you right or left-handed?
Right-handed.
If you're right-handed, you're gonna step with your right hand. If you're left-handed, you're gonna step with your left. But we're right-handed here, so we're gonna take our right foot and bring it shoulder width apart, maybe just a little bit farther. Amazing. And then we're gonna take that right leg again and bring it back. Yes. So it's like kind of like you made like a 90-degree angle with your foot. 1, 2. You wanna have your hips and your shoulders on a 45 kind of degree angle facing this way. This is because it'll give you less space. It kind of narrows you up. Like this is very square, so this is like more to punch. And you don't want to give your opponent that. Right. You want to be on the side here. This is less to punch. This is like less area to punch. So you're more protected in this positioning. Your right hand here is going to be on your chin or on your cheekbone at all times. Okay. Wrists nice and straight, darling. Oh, no. Darling. This is why we broke our wrist the first time. We're going to have it here, elbow in. Keep it nice and tucked. Nice. This left hand here is going to be right in front of our face right here. It's like you're drawing a boundary with this hand. It's like your circle, like your protection. Okay. Have it a little bit closer to you. Yeah, like right here. Awesome. And now this is how you have your stance.
Okay. I look pretty badass though, don't I? Look at me go. Do you think I could fuck someone up?
I think you can. I think you can if you just bring your elbows in. Yeah. So now we're going to do some movement with our hands up. Before I even start punching, I want you to get to know what your hips and legs are doing. Okay. Get a feel for your feet. Your feet are what guides you in boxing. Okay. You're going to push off your back foot and step with your left and then bring your back foot and like the same amount that you step with your feet. With your front foot, you're going to step with your back foot. Okay. So if it steps an inch, you step an inch. So from here, you're getting in your position, okay? Mm-hmm. And you're going to walk forward 3 steps. You're going to go push off the back foot and then step forward. Nice. And then we're going to do it a second time. And then 3. Nice. So if we're going to go backwards now, if we push off the back foot going forwards, we're going to want to push off the front foot going backwards. It's sending us in the direction. Nice. Really get a feel for that foot pushing off and bringing there. Nice. Now there's something about Alyssa's stance that I want to, she fixed it herself. I was like this. There is something about Alyssa's stance that I want to keep an eye out for, and this is really, really common. So I actually do want to point this out. In boxing, you don't want to have a narrow stance, like your heels in line. If they're in one line looking forward to the mirror, this is how you have a too narrow stance. This is off balance. Okay. This is why we have this back foot out, and we want to keep it out. You can use a visual cue by putting like a line in between your legs and then walking in between the line forward. Same thing, if we're gonna go this way, we wanna push with our left foot to the left. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, amazing. We're gonna go to our left here. We're gonna push with our right foot. 1, 2, 3, amazing. And you're still in your stance.
Perfect.
Nice. And our hands up the whole time. You wanna keep your elbows in, and you wanna keep your wrists nice and straight. Hands into like a fist. Nice, with our thumbs on the outside, not on the inside, not like this. Our thumbs are tucked right into here. We're gonna keep our wrists nice and straight the whole time. You also wanna make sure your elbows are in, because if you have chicken wings, what is exposed?
My belly?
Whole belly.
Yeah.
That is like where people would wanna hit you to get points and kind of knock you down. It's really tiring when you get hit in the stomach.
Yeah, no kidding.
Really tiring. Like it does wind you, and the more that you get hit in the stomach, the more you're gonna be winded, the faster you're gonna get tired.
Okay.
So you wanna keep those elbows nice and tucked. Now we're gonna do punches. This is the fun stuff. Now we're gonna do the nitty gritties. We're gonna start off, I'm only gonna teach 3 punches, but I will show 6. There are 6 punches in boxing. There is the 1, it's a jab.
Okay.
There's the 2, that's a cross.
Okay.
There's a 3, that's a hook.
Okay.
A 4, another hook. We don't really use this very much. 5, which is a uppercut on the left side, and a 6, an uppercut on the right side.
Okay.
Yes.
Where did the uppercut, is that like your solar plexus or your ribs?
So you could do it to the solar plex, or you can do it to someone's face. It depends on what their positioning is.
Got
If
it.
their hands are up here, right, and you notice that there's that opening in the stomach, I would want to go for the stomach.
Right.
And then if they bring their hands down, or if their hands are too open, you can kind of go through the guard
Got it.
right to their chin.
I never think about boxing like as in like I'm actually like trying to fight someone.
So that's actually a really good point that you say, because I was going to mention that as a boxer, myself as a fighter and as a coach, I really teach like why we do the things that we do, because that's the only way that I know how, like really visualize, really become a boxer. I'm not asking you to step in the ring and fight someone,
No.
but I'm actually trying to get you to think about it.
Yeah.
Think about why we do, like why we have our hands like this, why we have our hands like this. It will make you less prone to those mistakes.
Well, yeah, because the why, like, it makes so much more sense. It's like, keep your elbows in. It's like, okay, sure, but keep your elbows in so you don't get punched in the gut is a little different.
So now with punches, with every step you kind of throw a punch. This is coordinating our hands and our feet together. Boxing is very feet-oriented and hip-oriented. It is not an upper body workout, despite popular belief. We're not going to get moving yet, but we're just going to step out with our front foot and our hand, and then bring it right back. Only a little inch. Little inch, yeah. So if we're on the floor here, look at this line.
Okay.
Just step right over the line. Yeah, it's so
Got it.
simple.
That's
Boom.
helpful.
Yeah, I do a lot of visual cues in my sessions as well. I find visual cues help a lot. Boom, boom, nice. Bring that back foot for the cross, very little. Nice, twisting that hip and squeezing that right glute. Nice, and back. The first session usually is just the movement,
Right.
no punching.
Yeah.
So we're doing a crash course right now. Okay, so we're going to teach slips. Slips is about getting your head out of the midline. That is your face.
Okay.
Okay, your head determines the midline. Watch for your stance integrity. Point is like you're trying to get your head out of the midline, get it out of the way, and you're missing a punch. So you want to, you're sticking your butt out again, honey. She loves it. The point is like drawing an upside down V with your nose. So, or with your head. So if you look at my nose, I'm gonna do slip to my right. This is my right, yeah. To my right, and it's like I did a diagonal line this way and then up. And then to my left, it's like I did a diagonal line to the left and then up while still staring at you the whole time.
Okay.
Okay? And just get your head out of the line. It's kind of like, and then when you do it, you're sitting in your hip. Like a little
Not
squat.
like this.
Not like this. We don't want to back up. We want to just bring her down and then up. The position is not out. It is just down and up. And you don't want to lunge too much.
Okay.
It takes too much time if you go from here, then back up to here.
Right.
Right? When we just want to do it enough to miss and then come back. Yeah. And this is where the poo noodles come in.
Oh, damn. She's about to hit me.
I'm going to throw this. I want you to kind of to miss it. And you're going to go on the outside of the noodle. Yeah. And then up. And then the left side and up. And you can bring your hands to your face when you go down too, right?
Okay.
It doesn't have to be out here. You just bring it down and then up and then down and then up.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to be on the outside, up. Look at me the whole time. Yeah, up. So you went a little bit, you lost your stance integrity just a little bit, and you went a little too low going to your left.
Okay.
You do not need to lunge that much.
Okay.
You really it's just very subtle. Yeah.
Sort of.
And use it in your hips, twist it in your hips and not in your shoulders.
Okay.
There. There. Wait for me. Don't anticipate.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So what Alyssa was doing was called anticipation. If you anticipate in a fight, I'm just going to tell you something right now.
Yeah.
I will read it that you are doing the movement before I even punch. And so that means I will fake the punch and then hit you in the face as you move. So if you're moving and there's no punch coming, but you moved already, it's like a fake, and then I can just go for your face from there.
They can anticipate your anticipation.
They can anticipate your anticipation. It's a chess game. So something I want to teach from here, and then we'll go right into our pad work. If you get into your stance, notice that you're springing down kind of. So if you slip to your right, do you want to throw a jab or a cross from here? What feels natural?
Cross.
A cross. It's like a spring. Yeah, like an elastic. You're loading it up and you're throwing it. Yeah, and that's called a counter.
Okay.
Because you've missed their punch and then you countered with another punch. And if you go to the other side, a 3 would be something that comes naturally up. So you're going down and then come up with the 3.
Hold on, hold on. Okay, wait.
Stance integrity, make sure you're not too narrow. Fantastic. So I'm going to throw the cross. You're going to come back up with a 3. Yeah, and hit my hand here. Yeah. Throwing a cross, you're going to miss it, come up with a 3. Nice. And yes,
because my stance was.
you fell because you didn't put the weight on the back foot.
Okay.
And that means that you were out of balance because you just did this.
Got it. It's all coming together.
Woo!
Got it. All right.
Okay, get your gloves on.
Oh, I get to put my gloves on. Oh, damn, it's serious.
We're going to start with some movement, getting in your stance.
Okay.
Fantastic. If I'm going to move this way, you are going to stay in front of me. If I'm pushing you backwards, yes, little inch by little inch. Thank you. And then if I'm going backwards, I want you to close the distance. I'm going to have you throw 1, 2. Nice. Okay, so we're going to start with movement. We're going to go this way. Nice. 1, 2. Nice. We're going to go this way. Nice. 1, 2. I'm pushing you back a little bit. 1, 2. All right, so we're going to do a 1, 2.
Okay.
2, and then you're going to slip.
Oh, okay.
Okay? We're adding slips now. 1, 2. Slip. Come back with a 2. Let's go. 2, slip, 2.
Well,
Nice.
that's a powerful 2.
That is a good 2. Go again. 1, 2, slip, 2. 1, 2, slip, 2. Yeah. And that's the power because you load the elastic and you throw it. Okay, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, slip right after, okay, to your left.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, slip. Nice. Go again. 1, 2, 3, slip. Throw 3 right after, okay? So 1, 2, 3, slip, 3. 1, 2, 3, slip, 3. Nice, buddy. Good. Keep it up. Again. Nice. 1, 2. 1, 2 as fast as you can for 5 seconds. Keep it up. Nice.
I'm the champion. Look at my sweat.
Look at my sweat. There is none.
It takes time and practice to do anything. To learn anything, to get your body to like understand anything.
So lots of time, lots of practice. Just be patient with yourself.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing I think about being a coach is just being patient.
Yeah.
I work frontline social work as well. So I have a lot of patience. In the downtown east side is very, very hard. A lot of mental health, homelessness, addictions. And so just having that patience as a coach is probably one of the most important things because folks learn things at different paces at all times, right?
Sure.
So like we really condense like 3 probably sessions into 1 hour.
Right.
Imagine like really tearing that up into like 3 hours of work and just like really going down to the nitty-gritty and just making sure that you get the movements before we move on to the next step.
Right, and then you don't have to like fix bad habits later.
Yeah, lots of patience. Lots of patience. We don't rush things out here. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna do a bag work round. I'm gonna kill you, Alyssa. Okay, so here's my beautiful little number counter. I will be counting the number of punches that Alyssa can do in 2 minutes. It gets incredible. I had a women's class do 210 punches in 3 minutes.
Oh my God.
It's possible. It's not impossible. I'm telling you, and this is why I do this particularly, because I think people need to know that it is possible. You'd be surprised what your body can do. So I'm gonna call out a number, and you do that many punches. I don't care if it is 6 1s in a row, 6 1-2s in a row. I don't even care if you just hit the bag for me. In between me calling out punches though, keep your hands up.
Okay.
That's what I care about the most. I will grab a fucking noodle and I will whack you if you don't do it. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it a little harder. 1, 2, 2. There you go. 3, 5.
We didn't land on.
Hey, you tried. I like it. I like the attempt. You got this. 10 more seconds. 6. Nice. 5. Again. 4. Nice. 2. Time. How many punches do you think you did?
80?
No.
How many?
152.
What up? Hey, you know what? Like, my hands and my wrists don't hurt at all. Like, honestly.
That's because you had your hand wrapped.
Honestly, and they usually do. Like, whenever I was trying to, like, do anything with anyone, I'd be like, oh, my wrist.
Yeah.
This is the right way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to have your hands wrapped, especially by your coach.
Honestly.
They know what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get back to breathing so we can do the sign off.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Kat, thank you so much for today. I'm sweating like absolutely crazy.
That was lots of fun.
It was so much fun. If you guys want to follow Kat, she's Cat the Boxer on Instagram. I will put all of her information in the description box below.
Cat with a C.
C-A-T.
C-A-T, not a K. I just want to say, if you're in Vancouver, come check out Quinit Boxing. You know, it is a great space. We are a small but mighty community, and I think that it is a wonderful community. We are all here for each other. It's a great time. Come to my open gyms. ABBA vibes for days.
Oh my God. You know, and I do love that about Quinit as well. You guys do so much for the community, and you're always out there with the emails and like doing so much. So I really love that too. Yeah. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. I'd give you a hug if I could, but we have to handshake instead.
That's okay. That's okay.
Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe.
Oh my God, can I say it? Can I say that?
Oh yeah, Kat wanted to say it.
This is my moment. This is my moment, folks. I just always wanted to say this. If you like what you see here, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys.